Mistress M. Now, last week I talked about the fact that I'd actually come across a couple of gentlemen who asked me what I thought were rather strange questions. One of them said, where would you like me to come? And the other one asked if I'd ever squirted. Now, these are questions I have never been asked on a date before in my life, but I realise that's because I haven't dated men who've watched that much porn before. Because I think this is what's going on. And I could be completely wrong, but I believe that there's a fair bit of porn out there on the internet. And I believe that there's a lot more access to it these days. It's not like back when you were a kid and you used to steal your dad's Hustler or whatever it was and have a quick peek. Or when you're old enough, you know, sneakily go down to the newsagents, a little bit embarrassed, a little bit frightened, a little bit scared, a little bit excited, and buy a skin mag. It's different now. You can sit at home in the privacy of your study and download multiple porn. More porn than you could... If it exists as porn on the internet. I haven't checked it out, but someone told me there was octopus porn. There's gonzo porn, there's this porn, there's incest porn, there's everything you could possibly think of, it's there. And what happens, according to The Brain That Changed Itself, which is a fantastic book I mentioned last week, according to that book, we get into porn, we get addicted to porn, and the way they do it is there's so much variety that there will be something that presses your buttons. And once you find that thing that presses your buttons, whether it's shoes or a particular look or girl on girl, you know, or, you know, octopus, anything, you know, once you find that button, you get that dopamine hit, you get that little thing that makes you want more. And so then your brain actually allows you, again with the plasticity thing, I know I'm going on about that, but it is fascinating. We get into more porn and hardcore porn, and it's like any addiction. You need more and better and harder and faster every time to keep that excitement going. So you'll end up starting off with just looking at a couple of cute women dressed as schoolgirls going, oh, isn't that nice? To watching hardcore fisting or something like that. And you might not even think you like that stuff, but you're wiring yourself into loving it and enjoying it by getting yourself the dopamine hit from it. So what I want you guys to know, porn isn't real. It's all fake. I know, it's like, it's wrestling, okay? They're athletic and they do the job, but it's all for the camera. It's all... Women don't tend to squirt a lot. Like, I've heard a lot about it, and maybe it happens, but don't expect that your girl at home's going to suddenly, if you give her a bit of G-spot tickling, squirt all over the place, alright? It's an it's not necessarily going to happen. You're looking for things that aren't real. When guys are looking for their partners to act like porn stars, you're taking the making love aspect out and you're talking about fucking. You're turning your partner into an object that you see on a screen rather than somebody you're really with and can have intimate and wonderful emotions with. She's not an octopus, guys. So think about what you're learning from porn. Maybe you should go on Amazon and buy a couple of How to Make Love DVDs and get off watching those instead, because you might learn something about how to actually give cunnilingus, not give a good angle to the camera. Just, you know, just try different things, people. Connect with each other for real. Porn is good, but everything in moderation. Don't become so addicted to porn that you can't enjoy what's really in front of you. Because sex is about connecting, it's about chemistry, it's about skin on skin. And there's nothing like that. So go and find some of that for yourself. And don't expect it to look like the porn star that you saw last night while you were jacking off by yourself. Okay? Everybody, porn is fun, but like everything else, it should be in moderation. There was somebody said that likening porn to sex was like learning to have sex from porn was like learning to drive a car from auto theft, Grand Theft Auto. I actually think it's more like trying to learn about sex, but driving a car like watching Top Gear. It's got nothing to do with the real world and everything to do with fantasy. So keep your porn for fantasy and go out there and get that chemistry and that skin on skin action. Because it's really good and it can be fantastic. So that's your homework this week, people. Go and touch somebody's skin. Bye.